Greetings and blessings, my butterflies. Welcome back. We're here today with your evolution empowerment reading for whatever sign comes out next. In this reading, we're going to be looking into what's shifting, what's evolving for you at this current time. We're going to look at your current energy. We're going to find out where exactly the shift is happening at. We're going to find out what restrictions could be showing up for you at this time, my butterflies. We're going to find out how you can best navigate through those shifts. And we're also going to find out what is the intention. How is whatever shifting for you? How is this helping you? How is this transforming, evolving things for your highest good, my butterflies? The song that was playing during the time that I was doing picking up on your particular energy for whoever this reading is going to be for. The song was Soul Survivor by Young Jeezy and Akon. So with this song, it's telling me that your shift is going to be happening around your soul's journey. I'm hearing chicken noodle soup for the soul. So I'm getting there are going to be a lot of there is a lot of revelations that are showing up for you that probably have been for a while now because it's the way I'm picking it up. And these revelations are here to ask you to go within and discover what really feels good to your soul. I'm feeling like there's a particular direction that you're being called to go in. You may have felt disadvantaged in this energy, or like something was blocking your path. I'm picking up an energy that this isn't true though, my butterflies. That blocking of the path, that part, that's not true. Um, and I'm saying that that's not true because I'm being shown the hangman's energy. Because it's something about you changing your perspective. It's something about you surrendering to a certain way that you see it. Surrendering that certain way that you see it. Or this could be about you being enlightened by something. Maybe you have already shifted your perspective and you have been enlightened about this energy that I'm telling you about, that whatever you felt like was where you may have felt disadvantaged or like something was blocking you, that energy, that's not true. If you haven't already discovered that, had that enlightenment is coming to you, my butterflies. That whatever was happening, it was meant to help you to begin a new phase. Like that rebirth energy. It was here to help you make a judgment call. Thank you, Spirit. So you survived something. You survived something that was meant to break you down. Or something that was it at least it was meant to, cast you in a light that would be hard, if not impossible, for you to overcome. You may have likely had to defend yourself over and over again. Because something feels like it really tested your patience. It really, had you on edge. But Spirit is saying, although that situation, although whatever that was that you went through was tough, you stand in a place of cooperation. That's the word I'm hearing, cooperation with what you're being guided to, to do. So it'd be like, even though whatever the situation is or whatever's been happening has been tough, you have been cooperating with spirit, and possibly, an area where you may have had to be still, practice patience, where you may had to, get in control of anger issues. But there's an energy here where spirit is saying that even though something was tough, you cooperated. You did your very, very best to cooperate with what you're being guided to do. The efforts that you've been putting in are meaningful, my butterflies. And when you see reflections of that showing back, when you see any evidence of that coming back to you, you feel, inspired again. You feel excited. And that energy, when you feel excited like that, when you feel inspired and creative to continue to move in a particular direction, that is the energy that affirms that you are on the right path, that you are indeed, my butterflies, you are indeed on the right path. So the work you've been putting in, whether that's, inner work, outer work, or, both of them, it has a purpose. It has been a good investment. Hmm. I'm picking up investment. I've said it in other readings. I said that word in other readings, but I'm hearing it's stronger. It feels stronger in your energy for some reason. So this could be, you could be having some type of financial worries, because I'm picking it up in terms of money. So you may have had some type of financial worries, or there could have just been setbacks that you weren't prepared for. This energy is giving really, really tired, really just disappointed in what's been happening, what's been showing up. And you really feel that on a soul level. The disappointment, you feel that on a soul level. You don't know how you made it through something, or that's a part of the worry that you have. That could be a part of that. That you don't, you're worried about how you're going to make it through something. Yes, things are shifting, my butterflies. There is movement. But you're a rider. Baby, you're a soul survivor. We're going to find out which sign this reading is going to be for, my butterflies. I appreciate you all for being here. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Anything that you feel is necessary. If you resonate with this energy. If you don't, just leave it right here, my butterflies. And I am picking this energy up. It's like a place or space. Place or space. So this could be a job, environment, this could be a neighborhood. This could be a group you're in. This could be a state of mind as well. But that's where that energy of survival is going on at, where you're surviving on a soul level. It's got something to do with like I said, a place or a space. I don't know how to explain it any different than that. Who's this for? Cancer. Welcome in, my beautiful Cancers. Greetings and blessings to you. I hope that you all are having a great and wonderful day today. Our beautiful and handsome Cancers. We're going to jump right into this reading. We're going to find out what energy Spirit has available for you. We're going to get court energy out of here for this first deck. I did a pre-shuffle off screen. Light shuffle here on screen. We have the energy of death that popped up, my butterflies. So if this death energy, this is about, some type of cycle that's completed. This is the end of something. This energy is change. This is, the energy of that new start. You may have had to let go of something because that energy is the energy of endings and beginnings. So you may have to let go of something, start new on something with that energy of death. Something changed that could not go back to the way that it once was before. All right, thank you, Spirit. I'm going to get into these energies for you, my Cancers. All right, my Cancers, I'm going to go ahead and clarify these energies, and I'll go ahead and let you know what I'm seeing. Okay, on deck. I was looking at the Two of Swords in your energy. That Two of Swords energy is in reverse. So with it being in reverse, this energy is telling me that you are starting to see something, the caution signs to something. Or you have already. The Two of Swords in reverse is you made is decisions. That's because, the upright is indecisive. So this is the energy of decisions. There was something, this could be blocked energy too. This could be something where something was blocked for you. This is also the energy of going within. That inner work that I was speaking of. And the energy that clarifies it is antisocial. Yes, my butterflies. Thank you, Spirit, for always affirming. So in your current energy, my Cancers, there was an energy here where, you saw some red flags somewhere. You saw something that made you take pause, caution, that made you go within, made you probably feel, very antisocial. You saw something that you started to give the silent treatment to. You was like, nope. I don't want to go any further with this. So in the current energy that's being highlighted for you is that you feel like you have some kind of clear warning about something. And you're not in the energy of, giving it no time, no attention. None of your energy. Whatever this is, it could have you in your feelings. That could be the energy of disappointment that I was talking about, that I was picking up. But there's something here, where you feel like, you see some red flags of feeling like you were left out of something. Or something, is not, it's not something that looks like, a path you want to continue to go down, my butterflies. In the energy of what's shifting for you, we have the energy of the waxing moon. So what's shifting for you is some progress being made. You may be shifting in consciousness. You may be gaining some type of strength. This energy is about, you getting ready to take some final steps. This is the energy of increase with the waxing moon. Something is growing. And what's growing for you is the energy of intimacy. This is the energy of unity, mutual respect, mutual interest. This is the energy of closeness. This is that bonding type of energy. So what's shifting for you at this current time is a shift in you tapping into an energy of intimacy, whether that's with someone outside of you or with your very own intimacy. Or this could be, energies where you are tapping into, like I said, you're becoming intimate with your subconscious. You're becoming intimate with your inner voice, with your intuition. Thank you, Spirit. You're becoming intimate and close with what's guiding you at this point in time. And the reason why I'm saying it in that way is because of the two of Swords energies that's in the beginning of the reading, where, decisions and clear warning, that type of energy. So this energy is giving me the feeling that in this current time, you're making progress when it comes to you unifying and understanding where, something is a go and where something just needs to, stop. You may have tried to survive through that energy with that soul survivor energy. That energy could have been, showed up for you in the past because you may have been trying to power through something. You may didn't want to leave something unfinished. You may have wanted to make the best of a situation. but something gave you some red flags. Something was a clear warning sign to not to continue to go in a certain direction. You could have experienced that silent treatment coming from someone else outside of you. That could have been the red flag. You could have felt left out when it came to someone else. That could have been the clear warning signs that you got. But the focus in your current energy is on that. It's on a decision. It's on those red flags. It's on some kind of clarity that you've gotten that something, might not be on the up and up. And then the current energy of what's, shifting for you is the energy of you making progress. When it comes to these energies, of unity and getting close. You may be making progress and increasing and gaining strength in those areas where you can develop situations and scenarios where you can have that kind of bonding energy, where you can get close to people, where you all can have mutual interests that are aligned. Twos are alignment energy. In the energy, in the center, where spirit is highlighting a problem, we have the Seven of Swords energy. This is the energy of being very strategic. This energy, it is... The Seven of Swords is very sneaky. It's a cowardly type of energy. It could be the energy of a cheater. This energy is... their interests are all about pleasing self. The Seven of Swords energy is an energy of someone who's making some type of secret plans. And this energy is being clarified by the energy of boundaries. No, saying no more. Something's disrespectful. An energy of defending yourself. You remember when I said that in the beginning? There may be an energy where you keep having to defend yourself over and over again against some strategies that other people are trying to pull over on you. Someone may be trying to do something and get away with it. And the problem is with this being in the problem area, Spirit is saying that it's a problem with you not recognizing how much something isn't what it seems. Something is sneaky. Something's very deceptive. Something is masked. Something, is the energy of betrayal. And that energy, is being clarified by the energy of, this energy being coming from a place where you may be getting disrespected. Where someone is, pushing their limits. An energy where you're feeling like you have to defend yourself. Because you may have thought things were one way when it actually wasn't. Or this could be someone in your energy who's being sneaky, who's being strategic, who's cheating, hiding behind a mask. And the problem is that you have knowledge of this because there, with that Two of Swords energy, there's the decision. There were some red flags you saw. You could have knowledge of this, and Spirit is asking you to create those boundaries. Draw that line in the sand and say no more. Because you recognize that something is deceitful. That something, is wrapped in false promises. Under, false pretenses. That is in the problem section for you, my dear Cancers. And in the energy, in the area where we have the how you best navigate through the situation. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Hangman. That's that energy of surrender. But this Hangman energy is in reverse. So this energy saying how you best navigate through this energy is by recognizing that something, that there's an energy where someone is resisting surrendering a situation. There may be some delay tactics. Someone, may be stalling. Someone is putting something on hold. They're hiding. They're concealing. There's deception here. So, how you best navigate through this energy? I'm going to say how I hear it. It's by unmasking whatever around you feels uncertain. Whatever around you, lacks focus. Whatever you've been putting a hold off on that you haven't been addressing, whatever you've been delaying addressing, the best way to navigate through this is call out the hiding, the deception. Discover what's concealed. Because there's an energy here where there is a resistance to that. There's a resistance to acknowledging that type of energy right here with this in this Seven of Swords energy. Spirit is saying that the best thing to do. Thank you, Spirit. Is resist surrendering. Giving yourself over to energies. Thank you so much, Spirit. Giving yourself over to energies where you know that there is some type of deception, where there's hiding. This is unmasking that, being honest with yourself about that. Because in the how this energy is benefiting you, we have the winter solstice energy. That energy, is the energy of you going within. That's the hibernation energy. You seeking the answers from you. You're finding your own light. Preparing yourself to be able to guide your own path. This energy is about, because it's a winter energy, so this is at the end of a cycle. So this is like, about tying up loose ends around, energy where, you're just having fun. Where someone just enjoying themselves. They get to relax. They get to live, fly high, be free, and, live like they're on vacation, my Cancers. We're going to go ahead and grab you. First I'm going to tell you about the overall energy that's underneath the bottom of the deck. We have the Ten of Cups energy, and that energy is in reverse. So this energy is about, some type of emotional fulfillment that didn't come through. This energy is imbalance. This energy, it's about, having discord. And being tied to relationships, because, Ten of Cups energy is all about relationships. It's about being tied to relationships that aren't authentic, that aren't real, that are deceptive. And the overall energy underneath the bottom of the deck is love affair. This is dirty little secret. This is, that down low fixed type of energy. So there's discord in a relationship where, there are secrets. Things are not fully revealed. Where there could be some hidden attractions. You could be connected to a Scorpio or a Sagittarius that have that energy. But I'm really picking up, some disharmony around a family group, a group of people. 3 is a party. That's what I'm hearing. Type of energy. Because Ten of Cups is saying at the top, disconnected family. So the overall energy is that a family is in disarray. Because there's something that's secretive going on right under your nose, my dear Cancers. We're going to get a celestial insight energy for you so I can close out your reading. We have been here 44. Commitments. I told you this This is about that soul journeys, what you're committed to, my butterflies. There's something that you're committed to where there is something shady going on. Just being real. Something that you are committed to. There's some shady business going on. This energy says commitment is the key to long-term success. Are you hesitating to make a decision? Commit fully to a path and you'll see the results of your dedication. So my butterflies, there is a path. Like I said, you're being pushed in a particular direction. You're being guided, not pushed. Thank you, Spirit. You're being guided in a particular direction because these energies are always energies that we have the choice to embrace, accept, or we can, we don't have to. It's always our choice because it's our journey. But there is something that you are committed to. This is that. This because Ten of Cups energy is commitment, intimacy. That's bonding. So there's something that you're committed to where there's something that has a lot of deception wrapped around in, my butterflies. And in order to have something that you can remain committed to for long term, there's an energy where you have to tie up those loose ends. Check out what's going on around you where you may just be relaxing, where you just may be just trying to go with the flow, just be easy breezy. There's something around you in your environment that you're ignoring, that you're stalling to unmask. Until next time, my Cancers, you all be safe, blessed, and loved.